What is going on, everyone? Ned Digis here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis. Today, we're examining another game from the Nutty Lower Level Game series. The series where you guys submit your games to me, and we go over them. And we get some pain in our brains from watching you do all your campaigns. And we get all the monkey baboon blood flowing through our veins. And we soil our underwear called Hanes. You know, something like that. So, submit your games to me at djsproductions@gmail.com and you might just get your game reviewed. And we'll go over it. Hopefully you guys learn from this. And you have a good laugh as well. So today, the game submitted was from the Live League between two interesting players. Now, I actually have reviewed this map before. The map is called Rhythmical Bustle. And I believe I did the Black Blup versus Jay the Peacemaker game, which was like a 700 versus 750. It was completely baboonian. This is a bit higher level. This is like on the cusp of leaving the nutty lower level game. So this is like average to mid-average player. Pretty decent, actually. I say above average, but I like saying the moniker nutty lower level, so we're keeping it for this. So I won't go too much detail on the map. It is a 2-base versus 1-base sort of map. You have 3 bases total. On the bottom over here in the black hole, you have your 2-base, and you versus 1-base in an airport that's very secluded. It's hard to reach the airport. As you can see, there's a mountain in the way. You have to go all the way back over here. And even when you do get that airport, getting a copter out is quite difficult. So the 1-base is quite weak. Luckily for them, for the 1-base, the HQ is not completely on the front line. It's pretty easy defendable, easy to front shift down here with the bridges. There's nothing really stopping from an easy front shift. The battle is typically won in the middle on this map. As a 1-base, you probably don't want to go any farther than this city over here. You're not going to be able to realistically hold these cities over here, especially when you get the flood through. Typically, the 2-base side builds an artillery so they can just bust through and not have to go the long way around to attack. So typically you see like a day 5, day 6 artillery to bust through those pipe seams. And then after that, once the floodgates open, all these cities become under the control of the strong base side. And then you fight over the middle generally and see who wins. So that's basically a standard overview of Rhythmical Bustle. This is a Tier 1 matchup, Von Bolt versus Hawk. Now for Tier 1, on this map, it is sort of lowish income. I kind of do like Von Bolt here, but I'm a Hawk kind of Chad at heart, so I understand why Anime is cute. Anime is our cute 22 decided to go for Hawk in this instance, just because typical 3-base live league, you want to get that global damage. It's kind of brainless, to be honest. Global damage is kind of brainless, but hey, if you can survive as long as it takes to get the full power charge, I guess you deserve it. So, but since there is a lot of one-on-one basic, almost like a base trade scenario with this 1-base over here, Von Bolt can be pretty overpowering due to the strong 10+10 attack and defense units. And these comm towers are completely uncontestable. Like, this is easily under the control of pink, easily under control of black down here. So don't even think about getting 2 comm towers. One time I faced a guy and he got both comm towers for like 2 turns. And he's like, I win! Proceeded to destroy him. So just don't do that. Anyway, these players right here, Anime, I'm not sure if that's an L or an I. Animellas are cute. I don't know. Pinky. I'll just call him Pinky. Pinky's around. I think he's just a live league alt. He's told me not to reveal his main, but he's a live league alt. I don't really like people who use alts, to be perfectly honest, but hey, whatever. Pretty decent player, a little above average. And then we have Zeke, who's also in the same boat. Plays a lot of live league. Also has globally experience, though, around 1,000, 1,050 level player. Pretty even matchup as far as I'm concerned. So this is a basic overview. Anyway, since we've already reviewed this map before, we're just going to get down to business. Get ourselves into the game and get the analysis glasses on. And finally, starting in the left, in the pinkies, we have Animals Are Cute, Mr. Pinky. And on the right, we have Zeke in the Von Bolty Black Holes. So, as usual, you get your base first. And you have a nice little chain over here, so you go for this and then this. So it's pretty easy just to go for this chain over here. It's pretty intuitive. There's no other reason to go for anything else. So I'm expecting the same old from both players. Interestingly enough, though, Black decides to go for this front area rather than this back cap. I'm more inclined to get the back cap for the free income. You're going to get all these properties anyway as your strong side, so there's no real need to rush it. Maybe you just like this chain over here, you capture this, and then you capture this, and you have a nice chain. It could pay off, but typically I'm for the free income. Still ignoring that property over there. That might start to interrupt like tank chains and whatnot at a certain point. You might not get a tank as early as you might like. Like next turn, for example, he will have 8k instead of 9k, meaning can only build 2 infantry and an artillery or have to base skip for a tank. So already starting to bite him in the ass not capturing that property over there. Very strange in my opinion. But hey, you know, whatever. So Pinky over here going for the forward cap over there. This is as far as you can go though as this player over here. You do not want to try to go for these other properties. Maybe this property, but you're not going to be able to hold that probably, and definitely can't hold that. That's within 2 turns of the base over here and 2 turns of that base as well. So Pinky getting a little feisty with the infantry over here. Notice how Black is actually not going as feisty, more going for the middle in this top area over there in the airport region. So far so standard, nothing too unusual. I'm expecting an artillery probably from Pink here, maybe a tank. Yeah, an artillery makes sense. Standard stuff so far. Both players playing pretty decently so far, no complaints. Artillery mirrored. Von Bolt will be able to break through with an artillery 1 turn earlier. Actually, no, not because they both have 10%. Never mind, I told a lie. I'm a liar. What can I say? Pinky, ooh. You think you can get that comm tower, Pinky? Yeah, good luck with that. Building a tank on the weak side, too. Interesting decision. This is kind of a Sonya the Superior kind of build where you build a tank on your weak side rather than your strong side because it's easier to reinforce. There's no force blocking the way. Meanwhile, there's some other junk in the way over here. Interesting call to build a tank on the weak side. Don't quite get that. I would probably build on the strong side here, try to overwhelm Black over there, but instead, just going for that safe build. Guess really trying to capture that city. Maybe that's why the tank is there. That's not sustainable though, I don't believe. Very interesting. So it's gonna obviously mirror that Zeke will. This game brought to you by Zeke will. Oh, I'm getting demonetized one of these days. Anyway, Pink going for a very aggressive cap over here. I like these 2 infantry position, but this one over here, this would have been better off going to the back over here, getting the airport earlier like Black did. This is not sustainable. Black can easily interrupt here. Probably going to capture the comm tower regardless, but like this is going to be broken down in 2 turns. And then when the floodgates open, that's not going to be pretty. That's not going to be pretty. So Ezekiel, as they call him. Bringing his tank forward, bringing his infantry is even attacking. Gonna break through next turn, as will Pink. Pink breaks through now, actually. Gets a hit off on an infantry, also going for the aggressive caps. Both these players, you know, they're pretty strong in some regards, but they kind of don't get the role playing as much. I'd excuse Von Bolt a little bit more since he has a stronger day-to-day power and maybe wants to be more hyper-aggressive, but as Hawk, this is kind of unexcusable, going for this really forward cap that's like not sustainable at all. So a bit dubious. As Hawk, you want to roleplay. Look, you're Hawk. You want global damage. You want the game to go on as long as possible. You want to build up as many units as possible before using that superpower. You don't want quick games. You'll lose a quick game because you won't even get your superpower. So you want long, drawn-out, stally games. You're going for these caps over here, building a weak side tank over here. You're going for a hyper-aggressive build here that's not really sustainable, and Von Bolt's day-to-day is going to plow right through you like a farmer plowing their wheat. That was a terrible analogy, but you know what I mean. You're just going to get plowed next turn. And also forcing another weak side tank, and I don't like that. Double artillery over here, interesting, okay. And then a tank over there. So this is going to be an easy cap. Boom, boom, cap back, and yeah, good luck interrupting that with what, a tank? That tank's going to die. So very interesting decision so far. Von Bolt's kind of just doing as he wishes. Pulls back over there, kills an infantry. Another tank for Zeke. Zeke, freaky Zeke with the Riki though. No Riki shown yet. Boomba. Bonga, that's guaranteed I believe with a comm tower. Cap. Easily defended with the artillery. Man, these weak side tanks, man. That's a 1-hit KO. That's a guaranteed 2-hit KO, and then you can just cap that. That's looking really sketch. I don't know about that, anime. I don't know about that. One Punch Man or whatever wouldn't approve of that, whatever you watch. Whoa, excuse me, princess. That is really aggressive. Okay, that's a dead tank. It did 6 damage and it died, so that's not great trade. That's a guaranteed kill. Man, so not a great start for Mr. Anime. Ooh, and just allows a free hit on this tank right there. There's not even an artillery covering this, kind of just a Bad decision. Yeah, the nutty lower level is starting to come out. And Zeke is in a commanding position so far. But like I said, all Hawk wants to do is survive longer. Probably going to hold off over here, so it won't be such a big deal. But it's looking really dubious at the bottom. And you hate to see all these tanks on the weak side because that means you're going to have 0 infantry. So when these things are capped, like this is capped, that's capped, you're not going to be able to cap that back. Because you're going to have 0 infantry. Because all of your buildings, all of your things you build are vehicles. Which means even if you somehow win the fight, 1 base to 2 base, okay, you win the fight. Hallelujah, you make it. What do you do after that? You win the fight. What's your compensation? You don't get to cap anything. What's the point? So it's a little sus. Sussy baka, as the kids say. Boonga, bonga. Man, Animal he's getting wrecked at the bottom over there. Not looking great for him. But he's doing okay at the top, sort of. Mr. Zeke is throwing away his units slightly over here, which is okay. So kind of keeping him in it. Boom, bong, blong. Gets a free hit off on the tank, and then he can attack back. So nice little tactic found by Animal. But still looking a bit dubious at the bottom. And by a bit, I mean very dubious. This is getting kind of towards resigned territory. Building a mech. This is like Operation or Days of Plague kind of play over here. 2 tanks and a mech versus 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. Yeah, you're going to start need to front shift tanks, I would think. At this point, like, you're inevitably going to lose the bottom without any help. Cap, cap, cap. Boongla, bongla, guaranteed. You love to see those guaranteed KOs with the Von Bolt. Another cap. How do you even stop these caps at this point? Like, if you try to stop this cap, you have no infantry. Another thing, you have no infantry to stop these caps. If you have to stop them, a vehicle has to do it, which means a big old ass Von Bolt tank, freaking Range Rover ass tank is going to plop itself on the city and blast you to smithereens. So you can't really interrupt. So those are basically free caps. There's no way to stop it without suiciding your entire army. Although he's being a little baboonian over here, Zeke is, by getting into artillery range for no apparent reason on the weak side of his own. Honestly, tame down at the top. You were destroying it at the top, or at the bottom over there. Why are you needlessly sacking units? Just hold back and basically just survive, which is pretty easy to do over here. Just survive while you steamroll the other player at the bottom. So a little questionable, but still looking really bad for Anime. All of the 2, Anastasia. Going for this feeble cap stop over here. Boom and boom. And now there's a 6k income disparity. And also, Animal is Zeke starts off the turn with more unit value, more units, and income. Already has the triple crown. That's impressive, but boom, bong, blong, bong. Ooh, this is brutal. This is just... Oh, and then the artillery there. Oh, this is a good game. This is a good game. Like, how do you... Yeah, this... Okay, you don't need to do that, though. That's kind of weird, but... Sussy. But Animal is about to get a superpower. That will save him another turn, probably. But this is looking incredibly bad. So, free tank. I don't like this attack at the bottom, though. You're allowing to give him charge enough to get the superpower, most likely. Animal will get the Black Storm off. It has, no units left. Still just a tiny bit behind, though. So, it's still looking a little sussy. So, Zeke is about to get his own superpower, though. Bye-bye, Mechie, or close to it. Bonkless. Tank comes in. Wow, he's fighting into these artillery. I don't know about that. This seems like really bad trades. Trying to get charged, though, probably. I would go for the attacks first over here. So you can attack from the city over there and attack this right there, and you probably have enough for the superpower. So it makes a lot of sense to do that. Apparently, they're not going to be using the superpower for some strange reason. Okay. Curious. Boonk. Yeah, and there's a front-shifted tank now for Animal. Really desperately needed because this is just... you lose another property. It's 17k to 25. That is insane. I don't know how you come back from that shit. So you need some sort of stoppage right there. Front shifting another tank down over here as well. Kind of needs to do that. Breaking through with a tank. There you go. Baby steps, baby steps. Now you got 5 tanks. Nice front over there. 5 tanks, just 1 tank over here, 2 tanks, and then 2 Schlopter tanks over there. So nice front shift by Animal after really blowing it early. So he's going to live another day. So very interesting, but that was, he's still looking really rough. But here comes some Ex Machina. Bonk. Yeah, so these are all basically dead. Baglunk, baglunk, badunk. So RIP all those units, but wisely, Zeke has to retreat at the bottom. Honestly, you can just sit on your 6k income lead. There's no real reason to like rush any other sort of attack in, so just hang back. Even though it's Hawk, even though it's Stolly, 6k is so massive that even if you allow Hawk to build up units for a superpower or whatever, you can still survive pretty damn well with Bomb Bolts. So honestly, just keep those income as is, and you're looking pretty damn good. But here comes the little army from Hockey over there. Hockey. With a shit ton of tanks over here. Now, if I'm Zeke, and I have this shit ton of money, I'm teching up. I'm buying a Neo tank this turn. I'm buying at least a medium tank to fight off all these tanks, because God knows Animal can't afford it. So you might as well build up and tech up. So, perfect amount for a Neo tank this turn. Easy peasels. Boink, boink, boink. I don't know where we put that artillery though. It's a little sussy. Okay, right there. Decent. Got to build a Neo this turn. Neo at the top. Neo at the top. Yeah, I don't know about that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you build a Neo tank at the top when all the battle that matters is at the bottom? You want to maintain all those properties. What is this Neo tank going to do? Kill an anti-air? Like, seems pretty shitty. There's like nothing to really kill over here. There's like 2 1 HP tanks, a 9 HP tank in the middle. Like, I don't know about that. That seems like a very strange decision to go for that Neo tank at the top rather than at the bottom, but whatever. Maybe Mr. Zeke sees something I don't, but it's a little sussy. And now, look at this. Bonk, 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 bonk. Out of artillery range as well, so that artillery is, you know, getting beat up a bit earlier. Now it's not really doing anything. It's kind of just sitting on the city, ploppity plop. At least it's not even guarding the city over there, so Pink can actually start capping that city. Doesn't choose to, a little patient. And like I mentioned in earlier videos, how do you deal with a Neo tank? You have a few options. Copter spam, artillery spam, buy your bomber, or buy your own Neo tank / medium tank. It seems in this case, since Animal has like no money at all, Pinky has no money at all, 18k, cannot afford their own Neo tank, so has to go for an artillery spammage, which is not what you want to see. And then Zeke looks like he's also going to get freaky too. It can build another Neo tank. There could be Neo tank chains every turn, basically, assuming there's no repairs. So that Neo tank, big golf ball coming in hot. Better watch out for that big old golf ball. Now you need to build a Neo tank on this side over here. What? Interesting. Why is he teching up the top? That's just a bad decision. Interesting. Okay. Just wants to give Zeke a fighting chance. He uses a black wave. Why do you use a black wave? It must be like a wall break or something. Boonk. Ah, to hit the artillery. Okay, 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 okay. 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 Decent wall break. Oh, and the double cap. And the combine. Ooh, it's feisty. How much is that going to give? Not quite enough for a Neo tank. Cannot afford a Neo tank. Okay, I thought he was going to combine enough for a Neo tank. And now here comes the already spammage. There's literally nothing to do with this Neo tank, so that you just get a free kill on that tank over there, which it does. Bonk. But Black is kind of getting beaten back at the bottom now. Like, barely is able to stop this cap over there by sacking a bunch of infantry, but don't look now. But Zeke's actually behind on unit count. Anime was like behind like 25-19. But don't look now. Don't look now. Builds another medium tank. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of medium tanks in this scenario. Build a Neo tank. Like, Anime can't even afford his own medium tank. That's how sad the state of affairs is. Jeez. Can't even afford a medium tank. Boom, he's just killing off the tanks. Ooh, and kills off the copter too. Nice train right there. Boink. Oh, even and clawing back, only 4K behind now, okay, and soon to be just 2K, assuming he can hold that property, or she can hold that property, so interesting. But what do you do? How do you deal with that Neo? Like, how do you? Okay, saving up for the Neo this turn, it seems. Neo coming in, another free kill. That's 2 free kills for the Neo. Already got 14K. It costs 22K. It's already paid for 2/3 of its own cost, so it's looking pretty good. Neo tank is paid for itself. Soon enough, at least. Gonna force another Neo tank out. Builds another medium tank. You have 25,000. Why aren't you building Neo tanks? Really wants a tank at the top, I guess, to stop this cap. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense, but okay. But don't look now, but Anime is having a bit of a comeback. Okay. I thought he was left for dead. Builds his own Neo tank. Okay. Not too shabby. Combines those units for some reason. Okay, I guess for the defense. Can't really kill off that because there's these anti-air that are, or these artillery that are guarding. But there's next Machina. So that whole little fortress, badunk. That's why you gotta pay attention, folks. Now they're gonna get steamrolled. Bonk. Steamrolled like that, and that, and that. So there was a nice cute little comeback by Animal, but now Zeki's back to getting freaky with a lot more income. A lot less time though, so that might be a factor. And it looks like Anime might be able to squeak out this property and get a property advantage. It's very possible. There's an artillery covering, so he'd have to sack a tank. Oh wait, can't sack a tank. There's no way to stop that. Oh, yeah, it's a guaranteed capped property. There you go. Guaranteed capped property. Look at this little artillery. There's nothing, it just dies. There's nothing to stop it. Nothing to stop it. Yep, it lives. Medium tank comes in, Praug. Medium tank comes in, Plaug. And then you can't really fight into that Neo tank because then there's 2 medium tanks that are going to murder you. So, once again, looking extremely desperate for whatever the hell his name is, Pinky. So, but luckily for Pinky. Ooh, that's on a road. Ooh, that's dubious. I don't know how you're gonna deal with that. Okay. I attacked from a plane there. You probably knock it down like 2 or something. Yeesh. Not looking good. Huh. Oh, okay. It's blocking from the planes. That makes... Oh. Interesting. Double base skip. They have equal income now, too. Interesting. Although, Anime ends the turn less everything than the opponent, except for income, so that's kind of sad, but... What do I do here is probably sack this medium tank, attack into that Neo tank, and kill off that tank. And when you attack that Neo into the other Neo... Oh, but it attacks from a city, too. Maybe this medium tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You attack the Neo tank from the forest with the medium tank. This Neo tank attacks that tank from the forest there, gets a free kill. That's what I would do. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I'd do. Instead... attacks a pipe seam. Plenty of viable options. But instead of anything like that, decides to wiggle this pipe seam. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. What is the point of that? What is the point of busting this pipe? There's no point. It makes no sense. There is no reason to attack, to shake that pipe seam like it's a freaking tree with bananas coming down. There is no reason to attack that pipe seam. Attack the Neo tank from the forest. Knock it down to 3. Bring this Neo tank, kill the tank. Bring this tank, kill off that thingy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it can't quite reach, but you get my point. Why? Hell, you can even leave that Neo tank there on the city, kill off that tank there. Medium tank attacks that down to 3. Like, so many better choices than attacking a useless pipe seam that accomplishes nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. There's 0. You can go for the HQ cap, but sure. But what does that have to do with the pipe seam? So bizarre. And then super passive over here, just allowing that Neo tank to basically get a free medium tank kill. Wow. Wow. That is wild to me. That is wild. Still ahead on income, or ahead on units though. It's day 22. Oh my god, time has flown. For you guys that don't know, Live League is 30 days long limit. So if it reaches day 30, by the end of day 30, whoever has the most properties wins. If you have the same amount, it's a tie. Comm towers count, labs count. There's no labs to count though, so basically, whoever has the most properties wins. I think comm towers are treated equally as a city, so if one player has one more comm tower than the other, and the other player has one more city than the other, then it's still a tie. But we'll see how this goes. We're getting near tie territory, but it looks like black is going to get this property. Pink is trying for this property. I don't know if that's feasible, though. Yeah, that's not happening. And also this property over there. Black is... Whoa! Whoa! It even gets rid of some defense for this thing. It's so bad, it actually is not good. It is bad. It is getting rid of defense for your capping infantry there. Why would you do such a thing? Oh my god. Whatever, he's so far ahead though. Look, 13 units. Pinky has 13 units, okay? 13 units and so far behind. Oh my god. With double the freaking unit value. So Pinky's screwed regardless. Gonna have a superpower. Without that superpower, the game is over. So you better hope this like helps a lot. Okay. Interesting. Is he gonna hold on to the superpower? Okay. I guess he's gonna hold. Doesn't stop the cap. Well, he's gonna... That's interesting. Okay, he wanted to heal up. Okay, this is actually kind of smart. No way. No way he stopped the cap. Whoa. Not bad, not bad. He's not gonna lose yet, huh? Okay. Pinky's going for that tie. Pinky is going for that tie. But first, bagalunk, bagalunk. Ooh, that's dead too. Badunk, badunk. 2 Neo tanks. Oh, there's another Neo tank. Zeke's got a lot of his own Neo tanks himself. It's 21 units to 12 though. Let's be real here. There's not even a single infantry at the bottom over here. So the only way Pink can really win is capping this property or this property. That is impossible. This is within one turn of the base. So probably this property right here is the only way he can win right now. There's only 7 days left. And he's got no units over here, so this is pretty much lost or tie for Animal. So we'll see what he can do. Okay, stops the cap there. Pretty decent tie chance at this point. Do have to be aware of Zeke will have the Ex Machina, baby. And I'm not even sure if Black is going or Pinky is going to actually even get a superpower the rest of the game. It looks like Pinky's just weakening up infantry, doesn't want to allow this cap at the bottom. Theoretically, Black can even capture this. It's within one turn of the base, so it wouldn't be that difficult. Interesting. A retreat? Okay. Looking a little drawish. You know, Zeke is ahead in everything, basically. Okay, sneaking a little infantry at the bottom there. Okay. I mean, there's a tank, there's a Neo tank, there's all these things. Another Neo tank. 4 Neo tanks for Pinky. This is a Neo tank aficionado, whatever the term is. Interesting. Okay, what? Ooh, attacking into that. Is that a roll? I don't know. That looks like suicide if it's not. And then an Ex Machina's coming. Oh man, that's gonna be an Ex Machina. Kill both the Neo tanks. Ooh, it's not looking good for Pinkles. For little Pinkles. I don't know why I call them Pinkles, but boink. Cap. And back on the table. Boongla. Just like that. Zeke is pretty commanding now. Getting infantry in line. This is looking like it's probably going to be the game. Is this cap right here? Oh, you gotta be careful there, boy. Oh, you're gonna allow this cap? Okay. First copter of the match for Pink. Interesting. Like I said, copter's not that great. Building his own anti. I think it's the first copter. No. Black built a copter earlier. Just died. Okay. Stopping with the tank. So this tank is 100% dead. But it's at least stopping this cap temporarily. Okay. Black is not going for the cap there. Okay, instead opting to kill units. Moving that huge ass death ball to the center. Hello? Is he gonna allow that? Okay, I was about to say, like, Jesus Christ. Kills that. Can combine though. Uh-oh. Black's not gonna give this away, is he? He's been winning the whole game. No way. No way. Wow, look at that hit. Grunk. I mean, that's just a free hit right there. I don't care that there's an artillery. This is on a city. It's going to have great defense, so that's a really weird blunder by Black. Neotank's coming in the middle. The thing about Ex Machinas is that they only hurt your opponent's units, so you won't get zapped yourself, because I'm pretty sure that's going to strike right there. What is it Ex Machina do? Boomka. Oh, I might hit 3 Neotanks. Holy skimp. Black decides to retreat. Interesting. Here comes the Ex Machina. Those are 2 dead. Yep, 2 dead Neotanks. Honestly, I'd kill this Neotank first, since these are going to be stuck on these shoals the next turn anyway. Kill the one that can still move. Attack from here, and attack that from there, kill it off, and then next turn you can deal with these little schlopters. There you go. I would attack with a Neo first, though. But okay, whatever. Boonk, boonk. Oh, this is looking like G-Jizzle. Looking like a G-Jizzle. Looking like a G-Jizzle. Pink. And maybe at the bottom where the... Interesting, okay. That's a little sussy baka. But okay. Allowing the cap, sort of? Okay. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Copter can get through, actually. Schlopter, copter, and there's no anti-air. That's a free hit. Okay, okay, okay. Another copter. When there's no anti-air, you spam copters. This is a smart move. Okay, that looks like dumb move up there, though. Interesting. Okay. Black can reach this, right? Okay, thank God. I was like, can't allow like a comeback like that. Okay, boom, boom, by Neotanks. Schlopter copter in the way. Gotta kill off the tank. Gotta surround that thing better, though. That's a really bad surround. You got bring your 7 HP tank and combine with that, or else you're gonna easily get interrupt from the top. Oh, a Black Storm, it doesn't even matter. Boom. Wow. And the cap combined. Boom. Did Pink just win? It's day 29! Did Black just throw? Okay, 4. Okay, this is really close. Is it gonna be a draw, or is it gonna be... How do you stop that? Pink is gonna get that! Okay. Honestly, that's... Why do you even care about that? Cover up the infantry. Hello? What? Just cover up the infantry with all you have. What are you allowing? What? He must not know how life works. Day 30 is the last day! Builds a pipe runner, builds an APC. That's a BM, whatever that stands for, a bowel movement. No way, no way. No way, who's behind the whole freaking game? No, how do you... Man, I'd be so pissed if I was Black right there. Man, you were winning so hard! I've never seen someone come back from this far behind. Literally, like. This turn right here. How do you come back from that? How do you... Oh my god. And then at the end, how do you allow this infantry to capture that? How do you allow this? Why is this all the way up here, first off? And then you need more things in... What is... What? Oh my god. It's not a lower level series for a reason, oh my god. That was nuts. That was the craziest comeback I've seen in a long time. Wow. That's the power of global damage, I suppose, and just sacking all your units and shit if you're the other player, but oh my god. That was some nut right there. That was some nutty stuff. I felt the baboon blood flowing through my veins just watching that. Damn. That's disappointing. That was so sad. I felt bad for Black. That's so sad. Anime is just a lucky piece of shit. But wow. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys were entertained. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.